What is up, everybody? It's me, Duke Farley, back at it again here on Lost at Sea. And tonight I am joined by another contestant joining the Ascendance Live Season 4 house. And that is Erica. Erica, what is going on? How have you been? What's up?
I've been good. I just recently graduated, so I've just been, moving into this place, kind of solo, but I'm getting ready to move again. So
Why are you moving so soon after you just moved in?
I can't really afford to live by myself, so I'm moving in with a roommate.
Oh, nice.
hmm
Roommates are always fun.
hmm
Um, so you are going to be playing in Ascendance Live Season 4. And the first thing that I wanted to ask you before we get into all the game stuff is
hmm
if you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Um, Probably either somewhere in England or possibly Japan. I used to be really into anime and stuff like back in high school. So I think it would just be nice to go there. And I also learned Japanese for like a year and a half. So
Oh, yeah.
don't really remember most of it, but I could still read a little bit. So I think that would be the best other than like an English speaking country for
Yeah.
me personally.
What what kind of like anime shows or comics, I guess?
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
what were you into back then? Or still
Um,
now, maybe?
I kind of like got out of it because I don't feel like sometimes it's just a phase, but I still watch the older stuff. But like there was one called Darker Than Black and then another one called The Gray Man that I was really obsessed with. So and some of the
Okay.
mainstream ones that like everybody knows, like Bleach and all that stuff, but too many episodes sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to check those out.
hmm
Um, Say you had a superpower that you could bring with you into this season, into the house this season.
hmm
Which one would you bring and how would you utilize it?
I think I would want to be able to tell when someone's lying because like I feel like I have a difficult time with that in real life. So, and I think that's like a big thing in the game because people will lie to your face. So,
Yeah.
um, now using that in a house, like if nobody knew that you had that, then like I think it would be really hard to convince somebody that that person is lying, even though you know they're lying. But I think just being trustworthy is, the key.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you plan on lying to people's faces?
Um, I have before in other games and it's kind of backfired on me, so I like to try to be more truthful nowadays. So
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't, end up screwing you in the end. So,
Right. Yeah, no, I totally understand that.
mhm.
Lying is
But if
not
I
my
have
forte.
to,
If you have to, why
yeah,
not?
I mean, it's a game still. So,
Yeah. What is something, this season is dueling duos.
mhm,
And at this point, you're not sure of who's going to be your partner.
mhm.
But what is something that you hope that your future partner brings to the duo? And what is something that you think that you will bring to the duo that could help that person too?
Um, I guess it depends on if this person has played before. I feel like they'll probably pair me up with someone that hasn't played before. I don't really know the whole dynamics and stuff of the game yet, but if it's somebody that hasn't played before, I just hope that it's somebody that can easily, get into the group and it's not kind of standoffish because I feel like sometimes when people know each other in the game, it's harder to, connect with them because they would rather be friends with or work with people that they already know. So I just hope that they're good at connecting with people. Um, if they are somebody that's already played, then I don't feel like they'll have a problem with that. But um, what was the other part of the question?
Then what is something that what's like a strength that you think that you'll bring to your duo?
Um, I think because I'm such a familiar face, even as a production member, that that might help with make connections, but I'm not sure because these other seasons are so close. I mean, I'm close with my season, and even though I was prod for other seasons, a lot of the times they didn't know I was there. so because I'm such a behind the scenes person. So oftentimes they thought I had left or something, and then we'd show back up and they'd be like, "Oh, you guys were still here." So hopefully that helps me out and doesn't backfire or anything. But
Yeah, I'm sure it won't.
mhm.
What do you say? Like, what would you say if there was an opportunity in the game to turn on your partner? Do you think you would do that? And
um
if and you know, why would you do that if you would?
I I I guess it depends on if we get super close. Because I just recently played the live mini. I don't
Okay.
know what they called it exactly. And me and Jake went in and everybody just thought we were like this.
Mhm.
I mean, we only hang out when we're at Ascendance and stuff. Like we don't go out like some of these other people were. But for some reason, we were perceived as a duo going into that game. And so at one point we're just like, whatever, we'll just work together. And like I would have never turned on him. So I think like if it's to that point, and I feel like if I go in with a partner, I don't feel like I will turn on them unless they do something stupid and like the target's on them and I can't save them, then that's all I can do. But yeah, I don't think I would turn on them.
What's an example of somebody doing something stupid?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe if I don't know. I've done this in the past, but telling people, too many people or the wrong person, if you get a power or something, because then that puts like a target on your back, especially if it's like a pendant or something, because then they're
Yeah.
just going to get you out when you least expect it. Um, I mean, I don't think that they should be targeted for it because it's kind of a stupid move, but I've done it, so I can't really harp on them too much.
Right.
hmm
Yeah. Um, my next question is, would you rather be hated and win this game or lose and be loved?
Lose and be loved.
Why?
I'm I don't like to be disliked or anything, so I like to be that person that everybody likes. So I don't really like when people don't like me. I don't know why. It's probably not a healthy thing, but
What if I changed it to instead of hated, kind of like slightly disliked?
probably still. I don't know. I feel like if you were hated and you win the game, then you just don't have as much fun.
Okay.
And whereas if you're loved, I feel like then you got along with everybody. But at the end of the day, if it's hated just during the game time, and then when the game's off, everybody's fine again, then that's a different story. But
You would prefer to win and be hated that way?
sure.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. Um, Eric, I'm not saying that this is going to happen this season, but if it does happen and you do lose the game
Mhm.
this season, what is going to be the reason why you lost?
Mm, I guess it depends on who's there again, because in the mini, me and Jake made this deal with Carson and Eric because we were both kind of perceived as duos, and we're like, we'll go after your people if you go after our people or whatever. And at a certain point, me and Jake just felt like it was just our people going back to back to back, and anytime we tried to target them, then they got saved. And then I'm like, well, our people are dwindling down, so what's going to happen when it's just us two left? Blah blah blah. And then we ended up voting Eric out, and I could have saved him because I had the other half of the pendant that Carson had, but I didn't use it. So I don't know if I like burned any bridges there or anything, or if they're just game people. I don't know them too well, so if they're there, I feel like I'm screwed because I don't know. But I guess just kind of like stuff like that, like stuff from past games. If I made anybody angry, then
You
I could
think
see.
that you think that if people from past games that you have beef with are in this game, they're going to come after you.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have too much beef with people. I hoped I'm well liked from season one, but and again, I guess if people think that I played well in season one, then I guess they could also come for me then as well.
Yeah. But we'll have to see. I don't know who's playing. So,
Yeah.
um, what is one thing that you want to accomplish this season?
I at least want to match my placement from season one. I didn't get to do that in the mini. I was close, but
How far off
at
were you?
least my placement, yeah.
How far off were you in the mini from your placement?
I think I placed ninth, and then in season one, I think I was sixth.
Yeah.
So I took a three-way.
Okay. So you're aiming for a top six finish this season.
Yeah, I mean, if I could go further, then sure. But I mean, I at least want to be five. I got to be one up it.
Yeah.
Got to be fifth.
Fifth would be great.
Hmm.
Um, you kind of mentioned this, and I'd be stupid if I did not ask this to you, but say somebody is in the game from the maybe the mini or
Hmm.
maybe your past season of Ascendance, season one,
Hmm.
that was the reason for your downfall. Are you looking for some revenge?
Uh, Probably not. I'm not. I don't know if anybody was our downfall in season one. I just think that people were, I think Edmund and Peyton, like, they were amazing at the game and nobody wanted to go after them. So it's not their fault. They played a great game. And I guess it's my fault because I couldn't convince the other people. So I don't know. I don't think that anybody other than myself contributed to that. I mean, I guess if people listened, but no, it's not. I can't single out a single person from season one. And then as many, it was kind of Edmund that time, Edmund and Taylor. But nah, I would love to. I just wish we could be on the same page for once, if anything. So,
Yeah.
but no, I don't think so.
Okay. Is there anything else, Erica, that you want to talk about before we conclude this preseason interview? Um, Anything at all?
No, but I'm ready to play. And this, I heard this season's purple, and that's my favorite color. So I feel
Oh
like this is
shit.
just my season. So,
Oh my God. Okay.
hmm.
It's purple. It's Erica's season. You guys heard it here first. Erica, I hope you have a great experience and you beat and crush that sixth placement that you got in
Hmm.
season one.
Hmm. Yay.